Spotlight on Frazee is sponsored by these community-minded businesses and organizations. Frazee Family Foods. What a hometown grocery store should be. Friendly staff, family-owned, and a wide variety of groceries to fulfill your needs. The City of Frazee and Frazee Event Center, featuring a 5,000 square foot room, a built-in stage, and a full-service bar. Perfect for a multitude of events. Call or click to book your event.
Hello, welcome to Spotlight on Frazee here at the link site, or how do you technically refer to it?
We are the Frazee Library link site.
All right, there you had it, and I'm with Beth here today. And so, Beth, give me a little introduction about you and also maybe something not many people know about you. I'm not going to call it your claim to fame because you're pretty amazing. You are a master gardener and a couple other things, but just a little introduction to our friends on the other side of the camera.
Well, my husband and I just moved back to the Detroit Lakes and Frazee area from Hutchinson, Minnesota, after about 30-some years in Hutchinson, and we're happy to be back. We love northern Minnesota. This is where we chose to retire. So.
Perfect. And that little, maybe something not everyone knows about you.
I'm one of Adam Thielen's many, many aunts.
Well, very cool. He's pretty lucky to have you as one of his many, many aunts. Well, thank you for being what position do you have here?
My position is, it's a recent position for me. It's new. It's the Frazee Library Link Site Coordinator.
Perfect. All right. So what are some of the things that the link site that is available that maybe not everyone knows here in Frazee?
We have so many things available. It's just every opportunity that the Detroit Lakes Library, as an example, or Moorhead Library has to offer, we can offer you here. So it's pretty much just a full-service center. We grant it on a smaller scale, but we can enlarge that virtually any way that the client or customer chooses to have it done.
So let's say I'm looking for that special book do I either come in and talk to you, or is there also a website I can go log on?
You can call, you can come in and talk to me, you can log on to the website. There are just many, many opportunities to find out, regardless of your ability to have access to services that at home.
Perfect. And how about your hours here? What does that look like?
We're open 2 days a week. We're open Monday from 10 to 12:30, and we are open on Thursdays from noon to 5:30.
Perfect. Now, what are some of the unique things in here you have kind of going on?
Well, this month is kind of special. We have we're celebrating the Project 412. Frazee Project 412 about trolls. So we have ordered some books in about trolls for anyone to come in and read about. It is also National Poetry Month, so we have a display of various books on poetry. And we also have seed giveaways here right now and garden books available. The seeds are thank you from the Master Gardeners, Brikker County Master Gardeners, and the Brikker County Food Shelf. So we have lots of different activities other than all the traditional library activities.
So say I wanted to come in here and say, hey, what are your thoughts on rhubarb and any tips to spruce mine up? You could give me a couple tips on that?
Yeah, real rhubarb is either a love-hate relationship, and I can work with you on that.
Perfect. So whether it's rhubarb or parsley or chives or flowers?
Well, we'll work on it. There's all sorts of resources that we can find to work with you on that.
Well, great. And okay, so and how about for the youth? There's something going to be going on this summer.
Yes, we have a summer library experience going on this summer, and some of you may be familiar with what has been going on in the Detroit Lakes Library every summer for the last several years, and we're having a variation of that right here in Frazee, and the children can come in from June and July, record their reading hours, register for prizes, get some incentives. We're also having the Climb Theater here, which will be on this site location, either inside or outside, pending the weather. That's in early July, and that we're excited about that, to bring in an actual activity on site.
And that what exactly is it's a puppet? A little bit about that.
It's new to me, but it's exciting because it'll be more of a puppet theater, and it's going to be available at many of our different sites through the Detroit Lakes Library System or Lake Agassiz Library System. But for sure, we'll have it here in July, early July.
So, do you need me to donate some of my socks without holes in them to help with that, or they've got their own puppets?
Think they probably have it all set up. You can keep your socks.
Okay, note to self. Perfect. All right. With that, thank you for being on here. Next section, we're going to bring Pamela in, and she's going to kind of go over, this is the local link site, and then kind of the broader thing of things that can be brought in for options for those that love books, music, CDs, whatever. So with that, thank you for your time and for being in Frazee.
I'm excited about being here in town.
Perfect. We'll be back in a little bit.
Thank you.
We're back at the Frazee link site, and we're with Pamela now. Pamela, welcome. Please tell me a little bit about yourself. Again, maybe something unique about you and what your role is with everything.
Yeah, I'm Pamela Westby, and I grew up in Pelican Rapids, not far from here. I am the director at the Detroit Lakes Public Library and the hub supervisor. So in our hub, there are two branches in addition to the Detroit Lakes, so that's Monoman and Breckenridge, and then there's 4 link sites. So Frazee, where we're at right now, Lake Park, Cormorant, and Rothsay. So those are, I work with those sites and those coordinators.
Perfect. Now, how long have you been in this career? Yes.
Yeah. I've been in public libraries for over 30 years, both across Minnesota and Wisconsin, and it just came from a long history, and what a lot of people don't know about me, or I could tell you about.
I'm interested.
All right. Is I grew up in the largest city in Minnesota that didn't have a public library. So that was Pelican Rapids back in the 80s. And there was a grassroots effort to build a library. I had small children. We wanted a library. I didn't have a library growing up, and I loved reading, so it was the bookmobile for me, or an occasional drive to Fergus Falls. But having one in town was going to make a big difference. And at the time that we were making that effort, I got involved with the Friends of the Library and became secretary, and I did some marketing drawings, some cartooning for the local newspaper that got printed. And then when we opened, I got a job there. And then I became the director, and the rest is history.
All right. So with the sites, are you possibly in the future, if an opportunity comes up, open up another site also?
We're always on the lookout for growth within communities, and Frazee is a really good example of a community that's growing and trying to stretch itself. So we would probably work into extending hours. So, everything has to have the data to support it, and there has to be buy-in from communities. And so it's really a conversation that we have with communities as far as hours and locations. So.
All right. Well, great. So to me, one way of helping is come on down here, see Beth, and some of the things, again, whether you're looking for that certain book, and if they don't have it in here, they can get it ordered. You can pick it up here. And then there's also with like movies and CDs, what are some of the other options that are available?
Yeah. So if you get on the website and you go to the catalog and you do a search for a bestseller maybe, or a topic, you can place the order yourself, and then you can select where you want to pick it up. So if you work in Detroit Lakes, you can pick it up there. If you're coming, if you don't, drive much and you live here in Frazee, you can pick it up here when we're open. So the collection is called a floating collection, so it floats around between the 7 counties. So Lake Agassiz Regional Library has 7 counties, and you can get any books, movies, videos, movies as videos, but then there is also electronic and digital.
Which would be for like the Kindle and I guess.
Yeah, even your iPhone. So I have an app and I listen to books and I read books on my iPhone. So we have something for everyone, and it's really up to you to explore that. And if it's not in the catalog, you can say that you want it, and if there are enough people who have said they want it, it will be considered for purchase. So it's really interactive. Yeah.
Well, put in that wish list. So with that, well, it's been great learning about all the things you guys bring, and I'm sure there's a bunch more that we probably didn't even cover. So thank you for coming and meeting me today and reviewing this, and stop on down here at the Frazee Link site. What is the website?
www.larl.org.
Perfect. We'll probably have that online for you. As Hank always says, pet the dog, wave to the neighbor, kiss your wife, not the neighbor's wife, and come on down here at the Link site and check out everything they have to offer.